Today I'm going to be pitting against the two Suicide Squads teams against each other. And no, I'm not talking about this cannon fodder. I'm talking about these two teams right here. The one from the first Suicide Squad movie and the team that we followed throughout the majority of the second one. And I'm not gonna be having Harley Quinn on either sides. I'm just gonna subtract her from the team, and also I will not have Katana or Rick Flag since they were on the team, but they weren't necessarily villains picked out for the team. Rick Flag was just a military guy that Amanda Waller wanted to oversee the team, and Katana was there to protect him from the villains just in case they try to overpower him. So yeah. Team 1 has Deadshot, Killer Croc, El Diablo, Boomerang, and the rope guy. I believe his name is Slipknot. Team 2 has Bloodsport, Peacemaker, King Shark, Polka Dot Man, and Ratcatcher 2. Initially, I thought that the first Suicide Squad team was gonna, have a lot more teammates, but I guess that was me thinking of Harley Quinn, Katana, and the soldiers being there made it seem like there was just more of them as well. Let's talk about what they were capable of doing in their power level throughout these two films. Both of them actually they do take on some very powerful villains. The first team they took on basically this magician lady that was able to cast spells and illusions on them, and she had a right hand man who was just a big brute who could, I don't know, make smoke launch at you. And they also had an army of the dead. In the second film, towards the end of it, they fought Starro, who was capable of launching out many versions of itself to latch onto, people's faces and control them basically. So they had to go through the regular humans that were being controlled by him. It just mainly showed Bloodsport combating these guys, not really anyone else. Also, they were able to take out Starro, who's just a big star basically, super durable, super uh strong too. And they also fought through a bunch of military soldiers, and they were able to take them out pretty easily. Um, what in the first movie, they did have a lot more difficulty, but then again, I do believe the characters might be more powerful, the villain. And the real reason they were able to get defeat the villain was not really because they were more powerful, but it was because they were able to stab her heart and destroy it and weaken her, which is separated from her body. And El Diablo was combating against the her like second in command, her brother, because he transformed to his second form. And I do believe he may be the most powerful person here. But I do think that anyone could take him out. Throughout the first film, we see that El Diablo is kind of going through a pacifist route, and he might still be on that mentality throughout this battle. I don't know, but then again, he wants to protect his quote unquote new family, so he might go all out again. But in his first form, I do believe like if he's doubting or whatever, then he could just get shot, he could get stabbed, he could be um basically evaporated, not evaporated. Like Polka Dot Man could make him decompose basically because his powers are able to do that now in this film. Or King Shark just comes and eat him. The rat catcher could just send her rats to get on top of them. And so yeah, as long as he doesn't transform, then he's gonna die. I think the only way that he will not be harmed by any of them is if he transformed to his godlike form that was able to take on this deity. The soldier guys, such as Bloodsport, Peacemaker, and Deadshot, uh, they're all pretty equal. I say that Bloodsport is, he's. I say he's more of a capable fighter and he has more gadgets on him. John Cena's character Peacemaker is. I say he's much stronger and I guess yeah, he's a more better fighter than Deadshot as well in the films. But Deadshot does have an advantage. He's a better shot. But I think that if these guys were able to, I don't know, get behind cover or just have Polka Dot Man possibly deal with him first, then they'll be okay. But if not, then Deadshot's probably gonna take out majority of them. Ratcatcher, she could also, distract Deadshot from doing this by making a bunch of rats just go all over Deadshot and making them get distracted and not be able to shoot the humans. He might get distracted and shoot the rats instead. They might just go on top of him and start eating him like they did with this big ass star monster. Um, and then Killer Croc, I don't know. I get Bloodsport was able to shoot down King Shark. It didn't really damage him, but I think he did feel the pain. It was even able to knock him back in onto the floor. So I think he will be able to definitely do that to Killer Croc, who is much smaller, and I do not believe he is as durable or even as strong. So yeah, he could get taken out by anyone else as well. And then Boomerang, he's just a dude who throws sharps boomerangs, so they could shoot the boomerangs out the air, they could evade it, or they could just shoot him. And then for Slipknot, he's super weak. He'll probably be the first one to die here as well. He didn't really have any importance besides killing him off. Besides him being the first person to be killed off in the first film. I think the I think that possibly majority of the times, Bloodsport's team will take them out, but that's only if El Diablo is on his stupid shit and is using his head. But you know what I'm saying? Because if El Diablo does transform, or if he even sees them as big as of a threat, I don't know if he'll even see them as big as the threat to even need to transform. But let's say he does. If he does transform, I do not think that the team two is gonna win at all. But if they're able to take him out before he does transform, then I think majority of the time, I think every time that they are able to take him out, they're able to wipe out the rest of the team as well. As I've stated, I don't really know the percentile of who would win, how many times, like, how many times they would be able to best of the team. I'm just pretty sure that the second team from the second movie would win a majority of the times. But I don't know. What do I know? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And yeah.